Tabula Rasa, the pastoral planning process, an adult formation opportunity for your parish. The climate and culture in which we live is one of constant population shift. Parish communities throughout the country are dealing with the difficulty of inadequate numbers of clergy, complicated by a shortage of lay volunteers. Pastors and parish councils are faced with having to do more with less. This can also be amplified by the unhappiness of parishioners concerned with changes brought about by reorganization. We all have anxiety about the future. It's how things are today. However, good planning can help to stabilize and reduce that anxiety about the future of our parish community. Having a planning process that will allow the organization to step back, take a good look at itself, and redirect its focus for the future will provide good growth to the organization. Tabula Rasa planning will do just that. Reverend Monsignor Robert Humitz, CEO and Chief Architect of the Tabula Rasa process.
Well, Tabula Rasa literally means a clean slate. Now, that means you clean everything out. Now, when you apply it to planning, you obviously cannot start all over again because every organization has a history. Every organization has baggage that they bring along. So what you do is symbolically, you remove all of that and then you place back onto the table those things that you need for today. And in the process of doing that, you can maybe eliminate some baggage you've been carrying that has not been effective, and you can advance into the future with some effective programming. You know, all planning really addresses three questions. Where are we now? Where do we want to go? And how do we want to get there? So it sounds rather simple, but you've got to apply it into a process so that you understand that you're coming from someplace. You're envisioning where you want to be able to go, and now you're designing an implementation that will get you there. So all those three things have to hang together.
It was an interactive process that helped us to move the planning along in a much faster, more concise manner. It also involved many, many parishioners, which helped get buy-in from the parish.
It's all laid out for you, and you just need to follow the process and the systems that have been identified.
At first, you know, you go through the book and you think, oh my gosh, well, this is humongous. But it isn't, because when you take one step at a time, each step leads to the other.
The biggest thing is to trust the process.
The Tabula Rasa Planning Group seeks to support the church in its efforts to form and develop lay leaders by involving them in a total pastoral planning process for their parish communities.
The key to this process is getting people involved, and they do become involved. They support what they help to create, and it's an active leadership development ministry within the actual parish itself.
It's a formation program for the laity, and at the same time, leadership emerges in the parish, and that's the great benefits for a pastor.
I didn't expect the amount of response, and I didn't expect the depth of response. I thought it would be less and lighter.
Father Bob's experience in parishes has taught him that really getting people like that involved in a planning process is really critical to getting them involved in the church. Once you get them involved, they begin to understand what discipleship is all about, and it becomes really good stewardship.
That's been one of the most rewarding experiences, is that people are learning about their community like they've never known it before.
So that is just so important, that they gave the people a voice and that you had the opportunity to be heard.
This is phenomenal because it's new blood. It's new ideas, it's fresh thinking, it's people who are now beginning to own their parish in a very different way.
I think everybody worked together really, really well, and we did a great job listening and just expressing our ideas, and it was a really good experience.
Strategic planning is sound business. I think that it is not only good financial business, but it's good spiritual business. It's really the stewardship of not only the treasure that is given to you by your parishioners, but also guiding them spiritually in the process to think of both the business and the spiritual needs for the parish.
The most important part of this whole process was awareness, not only my awareness as pastor, but more so the whole parish community awareness that we're all in this together. We're all about missioning, the gospel into the world and serving Christ and one another.
I think for a pastor, he gets to know his people better, and it really affects his homilies, it affects everything he does, because now he's more targeted on what those people who are his sheep that he's working with are really at. And he's fulfilling his role as a good shepherd.
For more information on the Tabula Rasa planning process, contact Monsignor Humitz personally. Email humitz@prodigy.net. Call 248-877-8813 and visit our website, tabularasaplanning.com.
I would tell any pastor or parish council member of any other parish in the Archdiocese that it was a great process, and I think it will be a long-term benefit to our parish.
I would say that the process is worth every penny we spent on it because it gave us a framework from which to proceed.
His process is great.
Tabula Rasa, the pastoral planning process, an adult formation opportunity for your parish.